because this is a 106-year-old code of ethics that has been given to us by Lions. And then we have also tried that this is something that's relevant to us, not only just as Lions, but as human beings. So all these 8 ethics are so very well drafted and so very well crafted that they make a lot of meaning to our lives. They bring a new dimension to our lives. That's why we thought that we should popularize them more. They have been somewhat forgotten. That's why. So we've been beginning these programs with reading this out. So once again, I welcome every one of you to this program. And we have today with us our past international director, Raju Manwani ji. And I don't need to introduce him to you because I think he's such a popular person. He's such a famous personality. I think if you read his biodata, the profile, I think it's extremely impressive. The kind of awards that he has won, the kind of work that he did, the kind of work that he continues to do even after laying down his office as director. Not many directors are active after they lay down their office, but like Raju Manwani has been doing extremely good work in leadership building and in lots of other areas. You may not believe if I tell you that he has donated his blood more than 150 times. I think it's 160 or 170. I'm not very sure about the exact number, but it's certainly more than 150 times. I think he has done that. Similarly, he has been an ambassador of goodwill, and he has won more than 30 to 40 international medals and leadership medals, president's medals, certificates of appreciation. I think again this is a kind of a record. Not many people can talk of such achievements. So he's a past council chairperson, a past international director, an ambassador of goodwill, and I think it's difficult to introduce him. So I invite Raju Manwani ji to address us on this occasion and also declare this today's episode as inaugurated.
Thank you very much, Naga sir. This is a great honor for me. This is my first episode, but the way you started on the time with the discipline, with the code of ethics, reminded us once again, like taking the oath to become a new member of the club. I must appreciate this CI SkillUP, what this program, what you all are doing it. I'm watching it regularly. You are creative, but this is the first time opportunity. And today, Jyoti ji is there, and there's so many lines are there. So I would like to be a very good listener today till 10:15, of course, with you people.
Thank you, sir.
And officially, I really declare that this is totally inaugurated, and I am here as a soldier to listen to you all. Wish you all the best, you Naga sir, and full team.
So would you like to give a message on this occasion to all of us, and then the kind of work that you have been doing, and then have you ever attempted any of these things relating to assessing these training, and how do you go about these kind of things?
Totally non-graduate person is sitting in front of you, and honestly, for any kind of the seminar. But yes, I'm a real soldier with a full passionate. Keep working very hard. I love my discipline and time management. And from the last 39 years, 100% attendance. Of course, in the Lionsm, I never missed any board or regular meetings. And wherever I required, like this year, again, some responsibility has been given by Lion AP. So we are working for the Leo Lion clubs in all over the India, whatever the maximum we can. And my appeal will be to you all, if you can, and be dedicated, be honest with yourself. You don't need to show or prove in front of somebody, but in front of the mirror, you have to show it yourself only. Very honestly, be a good listener like I would like to be today. But maybe the end of the show, maybe in case I need some of the queries in my mind, I'm definitely going to ask and discuss with you people. So wish you all the best here, sir.
Sir, do you like to tell us some of the most memorable moments in your career as a Lion? Some of the, the things that, impacted you.
Yes, the best thing is 29 years back, we started the Soul Lions Gold Award. I never expected that I'll be reaching to the 29 years tomorrow. From Mr. Amitabh Bachchan to top stars of the Bollywood and Tollywood. But when I was a vice chairman for the Minneapolis International Convention, and that time I realized that we Indians so dedicated towards the Lionism, and people who are cooperating with us and learn a lot from Mr. Joe Robleski and that time our international president, everyone. But that was a great moment. But very honestly, for each and every meeting of my Lions Club of Mumbai Soul or the board meeting, it's a different experience for my life. You keep asking me any question, I'll definitely reply you. But very honestly, because I would like to give the full time today to Jyoti ji and you all people to let me listen and gain some more experience. As I said, but whatever you people are going to ask me, I'll definitely reply you. But my best moment, 9th August 1983, when I joined the Lionism, until today, enjoying a lot.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very, very much. This has been the briefest message ever. And in our SkillUP programs, I once again thank you very much for that short message, but quite an inspiring message.
Naga sir, just 30 seconds. All ads comes on the television and make us understand everything. I think so. We should know like when, what, whom, how much we to talk. That's enough. And I'm sure my message is long way to go to each and everyone sitting over here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you once again. Thank you very much. So I now invite our presenter today, the facilitator, Lion Jyoti Toshniwal. She is a dental surgeon, a practicing dental surgeon. And I think we were classmates. I think when we did the FDI long ago, we were classmates. And then she is from 3234D2. And I must tell you this, she is the first woman from entire Isame area to become an LCIP. So we are all very proud of that big achievement. She is not only an LCIP trainer, but also a Lions Quest trainer. So 2 in 1. And one more thing that I would like to share with you is that she not only is a medical doctor, a practicing doctor and a Lions Club member, but she did that 50 or 55, I'm not very sure, 52 kilometer trek to Tibet, 16,000 feet high. I think we are very proud of that big achievement. She trekked to Tibet and China. This was in 2017, I think. So we are very happy that Dr. Jyoti Toshniwal has agreed to make the presentation today. The topic is assessing training needs. How do we know that training is needed? How do we know that what kind of training is needed? And how do we establish the objectives of such a training program is what Dr. Jyoti is going to talk to us. Dr. Jyoti, welcome.
Yes.
Over to you.
Thank you, nagaRAJU. Good evening, all the friends. A very respected and passionate past international director, Raju Manwani sir, and all the FDIs, LCIPs, and my Lion friends. At the outset, let me thank Lion nagaRAJU for inviting me this evening. This is a wonderful ISAM platform, not only for enlightenment, but even enriching all our knowledge, what we are having. And it helps us to serve more effectively into this organization. I'm really honored by the presence of Raju Manwani sir. And thank you for your blessings, Raju sir. I've learned many things in this organization from you. Friends, coming to my topic, I was told by nagaRAJU that 90% of the participants are going to be the trainers of the FDI graduates or the LCIPs. And therefore, I would like to begin with a very simple question, which you can say that it's 30-second challenge question, and you can answer in your chat box. I'll just like to share my screen here first. And here is a question. Can you see this, my screen?
Yes, Jyoti.
Okay. Now here is a question. What is that first thing you do as a trainer to make your presentation effective and fruitful? It's a 30-second challenge. Use your chat box. nagaRAJU, you can help me in reading out the.
Sure. Sridhar Aspalli says interact, and Tom Joseph says plan your presentation, and Vinayak says visuals and colorful with motion pictures if possible, and Manoj Kumar Purohit says study, and Prabhakar Reddy says know the subject well, and Subramaniam says a good takeaway, and Padmavati Tripuraneni says gain the attention of the audience, and Suremya says more pictures. Ejan Singh says plan, and Anand Kumari says know the content well, and also the visuals. And somebody by name iPhone says, oh no, sorry, it's a welcome message, I think. Saqib Rahim says something interesting. You build a rapport with your audience first. And
Okay.
Ajay and quite a few others say know your subject well. There are other inputs also. Do you want me to continue reading?
Yeah, continue. For
Yes,
these 10
Rajesh says, make the audience come. Then a good introduction is very important, says Mani Suresh. And getting the audience well is Lalji Verma's answer. And Subramanian Balakrishnan says, be interactive. And quite a few other answers also. First impression is the most important, says Paul. And Anthony says commitment to the topic is important, and connect with the audience is what Advocate Preeti is saying. And Dr. Shekhar says preparation of the topic is how you begin with. And Anita says make it interactive. And good, legible, colorful visuals and apt content is important, says Satish Rajhans. And Shiva Shankar says make the subject interesting. And Sri Ram says minimum slides and more interaction. I like that. And Shiva Prasad says interaction with all the participants. And Tejas says it should be impactful. And quite a lot of other inputs, Jyoti. I don't know if I can read all of them. Quite a lot of them. Bhojrang says assess the audience. Gauri Chavan says make it attractive. And Anthony says be committed to the training program. And Neeta says thorough knowledge of the subject. Rajesh Sukamani says establish connection with the audience. And Dr. Anil Toshniwal says define the purpose. And Mini Suresh again says personal experience. Jyoti, do you want me to continue? Jyoti, we've lost you. I think we have lost connectivity.
Can you see?
Yeah, yes, please.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, nagaRAJU, and thank you all the participants for a wonderful participation. I got a general idea. I had asked the first thing what you will do. The moment you get the invitation, you know the topic. So what is that first thing you will do? That is what the question was. And looking at the answers, somebody may have said that it's study or know the purpose and all that. But yes, I think the topic which is given by nagaRAJU itself is an outcome of an assessment of the needs of FDIs and trainers. And that is the topic, that is the assessment of the needs, that is what is the topic is. So first thing you must do is, what is the needs of the audience or the participants? That you must able to understand. So that then you can, craft your training module and deliver and prepare yourself how you can manage the audience and how can deliver the goods. That is what is the first step has to be there. It is nothing but the assessment of the training needs. The needs you must know first, and then you will be able to deliver your goods. What is this assessment of needs? Let's go ahead. What is the assessment of training needs? It is also called as the training needs assessment or the training needs analysis. Short form is TNA. And the remaining of the session, I will use this word TNA so that we can save the time. TNA is nothing but the first step in preparing your training. This is used very widely almost in all the fields. You will agree with me that training is a very vital tool, or you can say a powerful tool for many organizations, like whether it's business organization, corporates, industries, sports organization, or the organization like Lions International. Friends, you know that in any of these organizations, they want an effective trainings. And in effective trainings, the first step is TNA. For that, they have a special funds, special vertical, and the special HR personnel they are appointed. These people, they do the TNA and craft their training modules. And this helps not only to enhance the performance and profit of the organization, but it also helps the organization to overcome the challenges, adopt the changes around or the evolving trends around, and take their organization to the next level. That is what is the importance of the TNA. To give you more idea about this, I will like to quote here a few examples. Few examples of the companies which are having multiple focuses or various focuses. First is IBM. You must be knowing this company. IBM company, which is famous or popular in technology sector and the innovation. And they use TNA for HR learning and development to adopt the new trends around and achieve the innovation. The second example is GE. GE company, which is a multinational conglomerate, they use TNA for their training programs to adopt the evolving industrial changes or the evolving industrial trends. The third example I would like to give about the Amazon company. The Amazon company, you know that it's an e-commerce giant on this planet, and they use these TNA for the effective trainings just to have an efficiency in operational efficiency. They use the TNA to skill up their workers, whether it is from warehouses or from softwares, and also use TNA for their customer satisfaction. The fourth example I will like to give, that is the Procter & Gamble, which is a customer good company. And they use this TNA to enhance the competencies for the marketing as well as for the customer satisfaction. And last and important example I would like to give, that is of JP Morgan Chase. You know that it's again a very large financial institute working, serving more than millions of customers and working more than 100 nations. This company uses TNA for their employees so that they stay compliant with the regulations and upscale their skills to adopt the evolving changes on the financial landscape. So this, in short, the TNA-based training is really helpful and contributes magically for the success of any of the company. Well, friends, you must be wondering, what is this TNA is all about? TNA is nothing but it's a systematic or a strategic process of identifying the gap between desired and current performance. Once you identify this gap, then the necessary skills, knowledge, attitude, and competencies required of the individuals or employees or the members to overcome the gap and to determine the actual training requirements as per the needs. This is what is the training needs assessment. Now, the next question or a 30-second challenge for you all is, use your chat box. Why TNA is important in Lions organization? It's a 30-second challenge. You can use your chat box. Line nagaRAJU, sir?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll read them. I'll read them. Yeah. The answers are just beginning to come. Do you mind repeating the question, Jyoti?
Yes. Question is, why training needs assessment is important in Lions organization?
Yeah, the answers have begun coming. And then Sridhar Asfali says, because new members keep joining frequently.
Yes.
And Naik says, knowing the audience is important. And 1 second, let me, open this. Yeah, yes. Shriram says, to understand the specific training needs of Lions. And Rakesh says, to get at the exact need of the society. And Sajal Kumar says, identifying the needs to upskill. And nagaRAJU says, analysis on various areas is essential. And Shakib Rahimji says, coping up with the upcoming changes.
Yes.
Jaya Shekharan says, to cultivate quality leaders through systematic guidance. And Ajay Gupta says, organizing proper service and leadership programs. For that, it's essential to know the training needs. And Tom Joseph says, Lions need a sound training base. And Manoj Kumar Purohit says, needs assessment need to be done to keep the program relevant to the times.
Okay.
And Gauri Chavan says, promoting the purpose is essential.
Yes.
And Subramanian says, to identify the performance requirements. nagaRAJU again says, developing training plans. Anand Ambedkar says, to understand the GAT functions and roles.
Yes.
Then Shekhar Kovali says, you cannot fulfill the urge of audience unless you know why. Then Satish Rajan says, we should know why the new members has joined our club, and we will make him continue to be a member.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, nagaRAJU, and I really appreciate it's a brilliant, all the answers are brilliant, and that is what is the need into Lions organization. Let's see, the importance of TNA in our organization is nothing but assessing training needs at Lions International or the club level is crucial for tailoring training programs to address the specific gaps in knowledge and skills among our members. This ensures the efficient use of resources because we spend a lot of resources for our training programs. So efficient use of resources enhances the leadership capability. We will be able to prepare our next leadership pool effectively and ultimately strengthens the organization's impact on global humanitarian efforts. This is what is the importance in our organization. Now let's understand what are the resources we spend so far. Because for Lions International, learning and development has always been the priority right from the inception of this organization. And especially in last 2 decades, Raju Manwani sir can correct me, especially in last 2 decades, this learning and development process has been speed up like anything. Number of new learning, whether it's schoolings or whether it's institutes have come ahead. And you all know that institutes like regional, Emerging Lions Institute, ALLI, then FDIs and LCIPs, such new institutes has been introduced and it's getting a wonderful response from all over the world. The regional, emerging or the ALLI, these are the learning institutes. But especially I will talk about the FDIs and LCIPs. These are the pool which has been developed intentionally to use this pool, the training pool, for the local needs of the participants or the members. So therefore, it is expected from FDIs or LCIPs that they will assess, they will do the assessment of local needs and develop accordingly the training modules and deliver it effectively. And therefore, this particular topic is for them. Let's understand how much resources we are spending at the international level. You can see here, this is, last year's slide, because from this year, it's $46. This is based on the $43 revenue, from each member. Out of that, almost $12.6 is paying for leadership, membership, and service support. And this is mainly for the learning and development of the members. So this you can understand. Now the revenue is increased, it's $46. So proportionately, even there is increase in this learning and development resources. So you can understand how much important it is for our organization. So let's go ahead. What are the benefits of TNA? First is improve the learning skills, knowledge, attitude. Attitude really brings the behavior, initiative, and enthusiasm. Their mindset of the members overall changes when there is a positive or the need-based training and the competencies. Then second is resources are properly used, enhance the members' engagement, collaboration. Effective collaboration happens, then satisfaction and retention, which is the biggest challenge for our organization. Enhance the performance, quality, and impact of the organization. Help address the challenges of the organization. Help meet goals and objectives of the organization. And last but not the least, help organization to adopt the change, foster the culture of continuous learning into the members, and shape for a long-term overall success along with sustainability in today's dynamic world. Because we are into a very competitive world, very dynamic world. So in such situation, to have the sustainability for the organization like Lions International, this need-based training is very, very important. It makes a lot of difference in our performance. So these are in short the benefits of TNA. If you talk about other business industries and corporate, they one more advantage it is, and that is the accidents rate or the failure rates decreases, and the supervision is also reduced because every employee is trained accordingly. So these are the benefits, and I think this itself shows how important the TNA is for this trainings. Now again, a 30-second challenge for the participants. Use the chat box. Have you done any time TNA or the assessment of training needs and how you have done it? Very briefly, use the short forms so that we can save time. It's just a 30 seconds and about 5 to 10 responses. nagaRAJU sir, you can read.
Yeah.
Okay, just to have an idea.
I think Sanjay has begun by saying that he has done it, and then he has done a skill matrix.
Wow. Okay. That's good.
Then Sajal Kumar says that he used knowledge and the skill gap method. And Shekhar Kovali says giving questionnaire to the audience.
Yes.
And Lalji Verma says by mailing pre-assignments to the participants. Yeah,
Okay.
that's a very interesting way of doing it. Yes. Pre-assignments are excellent tools to know them.
Great, great.
Sriram says, Bhalirao says, yes, using skill metrics and also needs identification.
Yes.
And Tom Joseph says potential and capabilities, studying them.
Okay. Thank you very much. Brilliant, brilliant. All the, whatever methods you are using, it's good. But let's have more, let's know more methods or more tools, for doing TN.
Yes, Saqib
Now
Rahim
this-
says SWOT analysis. There are lots of other.
Yes,
answers.
yes,
Yeah.
SWOT
Please go ahead.
analysis.
Please go
Yes.
ahead. Yeah.
Now, these TNA we are doing generally, if you take business, industry, or corporate or other organization, they do it at a 3 levels, TNA. One is organizational level. Organization level is, to align the training, if it's effective, align it with the goals, objectives, and the vision of the organization so that they reach to their vision or the mission. Then second level is team or the task. As a team, what they require, what kinds of skills, knowledge, and the abilities they require, for that the training is done. Then the third is individual level. Again, the knowledge, skill, and the ability. Everywhere it's a AS formula. That is attitude, skills, and the knowledge. Okay. So these are the things for which the TNA is done. Now in Lions Club, at the organization level, we are having a very professional team. which has been hired. They are doing wonderful. It's a global expert. They are doing it for the organizational TNA. And this organizational TNA, they do it specific for the 3 reasons. One is to know, to understand the evolving trends around in service organization. The second is the common needs of the members, what is there, which are the common needs. And third is overarching skills, which is required by the members to meet the goals, programs, objectives, and the strategies of an organization. So on this base, whatever the learning and development programs are there, training programs are there, it's been planned, crafted, and implemented at the organization level. And you know, I have mentioned already the various kinds of institutes. Then on LLC center is there, LLC courses on our website. Then we have at a district level, DLLR. At a multiple level, we have the regional. So on and so forth. Then individual level, that is individual member, what kind of abilities or the skills and knowledge they require. Then third is team or the club level, to fulfill or to equip the skills and the knowledge to discharge their duties as per their role and responsibilities as a team or as a club officers. There, the TNA is important. Then fourth is regional or a district level. The regional or a district level, whatever the work is going on, that performance has to be continuous and it should be aligned with the broader goals of a district level or a regional level. And for that, TNA can be done. And last is constitutional level. Now, for example, ours is the ISAM constitution. So I remember last year, PID Sangeeta Jethiaji, being a marketing chairperson of this constitutional area, she had done a marketing TNA. And she found that there is a need of training, the need-based training is required for a marketing purpose, marketing on a social media. And therefore, what she planned is, she appointed about 10 LCIPs, give them all the necessary, what is the purpose of that particular training, necessary information, and requested them to plan or the craft a module to train the district marketing chairpersons. And with the help of respective governors, these chairpersons team was appointed. Every LCIP was having about 10 districts. I was one of that. And we could deliver that, the marketing on the social media training for each of these chairperson and mentoring for especially for the success stories of each district or for their service projects. And this has given us a tremendous effect. So such constitutional level, whatever the challenges are there, to overcome those challenges and the needs, this TNA can be done. You know that our present program is the GAT area, that is GLT, GST, GMT, GET, FMC, marketing, LEO's program, and even it is applicable, this TNA is applicable in Lance Quest program too. You must be aware that presently we are having a 5th edition Quest teachers training program. And this teachers training program for the teachers who are going to be Quest teachers, for them, every time the TNA is done and trainers that deliver as per the needs are required. And that is the reason it's becoming very effective and it's becoming very popular. Now let's understand how to determine this TNA. Now here you can see number 1 is identify the desired performance, what is expected from the club, zone, region, district, or organization level. Then we have to understand what is the actual performance level presently. Then find that gap, analyze that gap, where that gap is there. And if this gap is because of deficiency of knowledge, skills, or abilities, then the TNA is into picture. If it is not because of knowledge, skills, and abilities and some other reasons, then the TNA doesn't work. TNA is especially for the knowledge, skills, and abilities or the competencies. Okay, so this is how the TNA can be started. Let's see the different methods which will be effective for you to find what exactly the needs are. These are the 6 methods or the 6 tools have been used, not only by our organization, but even by any organization, whether it's business, corporate, sports, or industries. The first and foremost, I think somebody had mentioned during the responses, that is the questionnaires or the surveys. You must be remembering, few years back, we had that exit interview for the members who were leaving the organization. And that is how we collected the data from all over the globe. And now we are ready with the member satisfaction program. So this questionnaire and surveys helps us a lot, give us the bigger picture at the organization, the top picture at the organization level, give us the idea what are the needs of the members or the officers. Now, in these questionnaires and surveys, while doing it, you have to see that all the questions are very clear, very relevant. You can use open-ended questions, close-ended questions, which will elicit all the information for our needs, for our program, training programs, or for tailoring training programs. And these questionnaires will help us. Similarly, these feedback loops, we can establish at a local level, which will give us, ongoing feedback so that we can tailor our training programs accordingly. What are the changes in present training? Then second, we can go is observation. Observation gives us a first-hand information. You yourself also, whenever you are participating, you can observe what kind of performances lions or the lion officers are giving, what kind of enthusiasm is there, initiatives they are taking, responsibilities they are taking, and what quality of the performance they are performing, or what kind of impact they are leaving into the community. From that, you come to know what are the needs. Then third is interviews. You can take the interviews of key officers. It may be DG team, it may be region chairman, zone chairman, or the president's team, or the GAT chairperson. From their interviews, their experience and their knowledge, they can provide us enough data to what are exactly the needs for their members. Then comes the performance. You can have the performance, you can have the current performance picture from club health assessment or from various matrices like service matrix is there, membership matrix is there. Now, because of a dynamic website, it's easily available at the click of the button. So from this performance, you come to know the gap. From these questionnaire, observation, interviews, and the assessment, you come to get the data. And from that, we can know what are exactly the needs. Then the assessments. Assessment, yes. To give an example, to know about the assessment, I will like to give the example of CQI, that is Club Quality Initiative. You must be aware that there are 4 assessments are there. The kind of questions they have given into assessment, you get exact picture what your club members they are requiring in various areas. Even the community needs assessment, what kind of questions are included, so that we can get direct picture the needs of the service into your community. So such kind of pictures, you can use it and make the assessments on your own. And last is the competitive analysis. Well, for the local area, you may not use this competitive analysis because organization level, I think it will be more effective because we are into a very competitive world, and therefore to know about our competitors, what kind of trends they are using it, what kind of skills they are using it, what kind of a new innovative things they are using it, that also one should know and plan, tailor their training programs accordingly. And that is what our Alliance International is doing as a competitive analysis. So in short, these are the 6 methods or tools to help you to make your TNA very, very efficient. Now let's understand what is actually the process of TNA, because as a FDI or a trainer, you will like to know what exactly I must do, to know the needs from the members. And first and foremost is begin with the end in mind. What exactly you want to achieve by this TNA? That should be very clear in your mind. Then set the deadlines and use the diversified data sets. Our membership is the biggest asset for organization. And the important thing is we are having a diversified membership, diverse membership. And that is a biggest strength we are having. So use that diversified data sets so that you can know exactly the needs of the members. Then you can study the key objectives, goals, and program of an organization, as well as the challenges of an organization. Important thing is your training program should be aligned with the objectives, goals, and programs of an organization and should able to overcome the challenges. The third is assess the current and desired performance. Okay. Then develop the assessment tool. That is what is your role comes here. I had told you the 6 methods or the 6 tools. Out of that, whatever tool you use it, you have to develop yourself for your local need. And once you develop that, use it and collect the data. The data has to be tangible so that you will able to take the important steps while crafting your training programs. Then assess the data, whatever you have collected, determine the gaps between the knowledge, skills, or the attitude and the competencies. And accordingly, you can prioritize the needs. Whether the first need is skills, upskilling, or the knowledge, or the competence. Accordingly, you can develop your training program and develop the required training plan, implement, and again evaluate. You must be knowing that whether it's ELLI, ALLI, FDI, or LCIP, every time we have that last slot, about 3 minutes, is for evaluation. This evaluation is done properly. It goes to Lions International, and Lions International has that data so that next time they can improve their training programs. So accordingly, similarly, we can have use at a local level also, whatever training you are doing, have the evaluation from the participant so that you can improve the next time, whatever the training is there, you yourself know that whether it's effective or no. So this is in short the process of the TNA. I think this will be useful for every participant here to conduct very efficiently the training needs assessment. I feel the effectively conducted training needs assessment will make your presentation or the training very, very effective and useful for the participants, and it will be remembered for long, long time. Friends, this training needs assessment-based training programs is a very crucial for organization because this will help us to overcome the challenges. This will help us to achieve the goals, programs, and our important is the vision of our organization. That is to be number one in community and in service. That is what is our aim is. And I feel nagaRAJU has mentioned in the beginning that there are 59 or 60 about LCIPs are there, about 400 plus FDIs are there in our ISM area. And if this LCIPs and FDIs, if they do it, need-based trainings at every level, right from club to constitutional level, then I think as a cumulative effect, that effect is very, it will be a very, very magical one. No matter whatever kind of challenges are there in front of us, that we able to beat that challenges, and we will able to make our organization number one. I think this cumulative effect of need-based training will be just like dominoes effect. You must be aware the dominoes effect. That dominoes effect theory, you must be aware about it. There you have a domino, that is the wooden block, and every next block is about 50% larger, or you can say a 1.5 times bigger. Accordingly, if you stand these blocks in a row on a linear basis, and if you you can say if the first block falls on the another one, the linear progression happens. And they say that the 23rd block, when it falls down, it can towers the Eiffel Tower. And if the 31st domino, if it falls down, then it can loom over the Himalayas. So that is the power of that dominoes effect. And accordingly, if all these 400 plus FDIs and 59 plus LCIPs, if the cumulative effect of need-based training comes together, I think that will knock down all the challenges and make our organization a number one organization. Let's see what this dominoes effect is all about. A very quick video clip I will like to show. So in short, all of us, I request, I appeal everybody of you, let's have our training programs, effective training programs, need-based, and serve our organization so that our organization achieves the next level position, become the number one into our community. Thank you very much. All the very best. And if any questions, you can, I think it's open to all. nagaRAJU, hand over to you.
Thank you, Jyoti. Thank you very much for that very insightful presentation on the need for assessing the training needs. And I think most of us have been benefited by it. Quite a lot of us conduct programs, conduct training workshops, and we design our own workshops at various levels. And the 6 tools that Jyoti has given us and also the lots of insights that she has helped us develop are extremely useful to us. And the final question that she asked is, are you ready to use these tools? And I'm sure most of us have been benefited by it. You can raise your hands now, and whoever has a question will be unmuted, and you can ask the question. I think Dr. Razik has a question. I'm unmuting you, sir. Please speak into the microphone.
Very interesting and very useful. Very useful. But even for the first time I have heard. So I'm very thankful to you, madam, and all the organizers. Thank you very much.
Thank you, PDG Razik.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Yeah, you can begin asking your questions now, and then the questions will be answered by Dr. Jyoti, and also Dr. Manwaniji is there. He's a doctor of letters, and
Yes,
he has a great insight into most of these subjects, and he also will answer in case the questions are relevant to the topics that will be. Dr.
Club scenario, give a normal example of TNA application.
Okay. Normal example. Yes, I can give you for the new members orientation program. You know, if you go few years back, there was no new members orientation program like entity, you know, on our website. But slowly they have developed it. And now it has developed in such a way. For example, even the purposes, when you begin with the purpose of joining the organization, the purpose is what they have given. It itself, you know, impacts the audience, impacts the new members. Like, you know, networking, and that attracts, you know, that becomes a magnet for the new members, and immediately they give attention. So such type of, you know, developing the new members orientation program in such a way that it's crisp, very, very short and magnetic for the audiences. So this is one of the new members orientation program. You can, it's there presently on our website also. And as per the local needs, you can further modify that program locally.
Jyoti, if you don't mind, I'd like to add two more quick examples of what
Yes.
Alliance have done. In our own district, we introduced a program called Club Lions Leadership Institute last year. And we've
Yes.
already done some 20 programs last year and this year together. And we
Yes.
started by analyzing the needs. So what exactly the new members need, why members are leaving, what is the problem with this retention. And after doing some kinds of a needs analysis, we created a curriculum and we introduced it. Has become very popular. The second
Yes.
example very quickly that I'd like to give you is the International is conducting a survey now to do the needs analysis for the second Vice District Governor Training Program. They've already sent the survey around. They are gathering that data now and they are analyzing based on the responses that the second Vice District Governors have given. They are going to redesign the curriculum. Sanjay,
yeah, I will like to give my one more input. Yeah, about the TNM. See, the need-based training programs, I can give you an example. One is, if you see the ALLR presently, the contents there, the project management has been included, which is very, very necessary for the club level. Then in our district, we have developed a club committee seminar, because club committee, PST, yes, schooling is there. But what about the other committees? Even GAT committee, they can attend the GAT seminars. But the remaining committees, if you want to use their potential effectively and get that outcome, then I think this club committee seminar, where individual committee, how they can function, if they can teach them, give them a guideline, I think that the club will be benefited accordingly. That is what I feel.
Thank you, Dr. Jyoti. I think Sanjay Lakhade has a question.
Yeah. Good evening, ma'am.
Yes.
It's a wonderful session. I have one question. This is related to whatever global causes are there. For those global causes, if the club level training is given, that means the training is given to the members, they will perform the services in an effective manner.
Yes.
Because whatever they do as per their maybe standards. But if it is a standardized program, that how to do, say, may be related to site.
Yes,
I what understand. Kind of services? Now, all such trainings are provided to the members that will give you an impact that people will perform these services in a very standardized and very effective manner and will lead to means beneficiaries in an effective manner. That's what
I agree. And that is the need, actually. See, as I told you, the TNA works on 3 levels: knowledge, skills, and competencies. Knowledge about these 5 global causes, it's very well given. It's appearing on our website. But about the skills and competencies, if you want to enhance at a local level, I think the local FDIs and LCIPs, they can develop that program, the skills which is required to conduct effective programs on these global causes, that can be done and that can be developed. That is what is expectations from the trainers.
Thank you, Jyoti ji. And Sanjay ji, I just would like to add something. Not with the needs analysis is not only for the training programs, even for the service activities. There is something called community needs analysis. You might have heard of that. So every club is expected to do that. So whatever our community needs, we need to do that. So the service activities that we take up must relate to the needs of the community. And the International itself does a lot of research. So how do you know that they have arrived at those 8 focus areas? So after doing a lot of research, needs analysis, some of you in this program may not know that the Lions Clubs International is now working on identifying the next global focus area. And in all likelihood, it's going to be mental illness. So mental illness is going to be our next focus area. In all likelihood, maybe 2014, 2024, July, perhaps we'll add it to our global focus areas. So this based on, again, needs analysis. Sorry, I'm sorry, I cannot see your name. Jay, I think.
Yeah.
So, question? Yeah.
Good
Yes,
evening,
sir.
madam.
Yes, sir.
Very informative session. Thank you for that. And my question, madam, is, of course, we are developing every year a lot of FDIs, ALLIs, like, but is it still we require continuous online assessments for the FDA or even ALLI, and even live performance of assessments? Is it required more? This is my own question, madam. Thank you.
Yes, yes. In fact, this TNA is an ongoing process. It's not like once you do it and stop it. No, every time you need to do that assessment, because the changes are happening every second around us. The trends are evolving every minute. And that is the reason, even for our membership in our organization, the needs are also changing. It's evolving day by day, it's different. And that is a reason, like, it's an ongoing process, and we have to do as a FDI as ongoing.
My point is, still we have to standardize system for the analyzing that systematic program. Still, we should increase more assessments on those who are already completed FDA and all. That may be helpful for the future leaders, because while they go for the training and all, definitely we have a qualified leaders in FDI or ALLI and LCIP and all. That is why,
Yes.
madam. Thank you.
Yes, and that is the expectation from FDI, sir, that trainers like you, your talent, your potential, we want in developing the effective assessments, and that you can contribute and serve our organization.
Thank you very much.
Needs analysis is always correct. So we need to analyze, constantly. Dr. Anil Toshniwal has a question.
Can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Go ahead.
One request, that can we incorporate small brainstorming session at the regional or zone level after any training program to understand the further training needs? That is one. And second, even for the prospecting the new members, what are the needs of the prospects? For that also we must develop some tool, standardized tool, so that we can understand the needs of the prospects, and then we can increase our membership, because our goal is too high. 1.5 we have to achieve at any cost. Thank you so much.
I'm so happy that now such ideas are coming forward, and that is the success line, nagaRAJU, of this platform. The topic which you have given, the training needs assessment, it itself is generating new ideas. And yes, as an FDI or LCIP, we can develop such methods, like brainstorming methods or SWOT analysis. We are already doing it. So such methods we can incorporate at a different field, and new assessments or the new needs data, we can get it. Yes, thank you, Dr.
Dr. Ananda Kumari.
Good evening, ma'am. It was a wonderful presentation. My question is regarding retention. We do analysis, then only we extend the clubs. But after the end of 3 or 2 years, the clubs, suddenly they are not able to perform well. They become sick. They end into status quo. So how to rectify that need, ma'am? We bring in quality lines. We tell everything about the fee structure, what the service we are expecting them to contribute to the community. Everything is being taught, the indoctrination program, all the things. But end of the 3rd year or the 4th year, the club is not able to stand, and they end into statistical and financial suspense. For this, how can we rectify it, ma'am?
I will answer, but before this, I think I would like to request Raju Manwani, sir, being a senior past international director. Raju Manwani, sir, can you answer this?
Would you like to repeat once again, madam, this question?
The question relates to retention of members and how can we analyze their needs in case we want to stop people leaving.
Quality, make them feel wanted. When they are coming to the club meetings and all, you must involve them. Those members who are left the club, Ghar Wapsi episode in our club at least, are very much informed. And believe me, this retaining the members in the club depend on the leadership of the club, like how they are going to make them feel wanted in the club when they are coming for the regular meeting. Are you sitting with your family member? Are you sitting with your friends? or you are just leaving them for 1 hour and sitting with the new members and listening them, putting their thoughts in the board meeting to involve them as a subcommittee chairperson or co-chairperson? Are they going to involve in this October service month where like they're going to be appreciated by the end of the year by the president or team? Believe me, they will love to be there associated with the club, and as a membership also they can continue. I mean, that motivation has to be done from our own family, our own member, our own children, and motivate them. And in the club level also, you can do the same thing. But I would like to ask one more question, Naga sir, with Jyoti madam.
Yes.
Yes, please.
First of all, my congratulations to you. Jyoti ji, believe me, I have seen totally different Jyoti Tosniwal today, what I knew her. Are you giving the same kind of the replies in the same manner at home to Dr. Anil Tosniwal when he's going to ask you something?
Good question. I wouldn't like to comment.
All the
You
best.
know that.
Jyoti ji,
Thank
believe
you.
me, it was a fantastic, Naga sir. What I mean today, once again, I felt it a very good student hearing the my governor Jyoti Tosniwal, and what a fantastic seminar. Jyoti ji, my compliments to you.
Thank you,
Keep it
sir.
up. God bless you, Naga sir.
Thank
God
you.
bless you all. Full
Sir,
team.
if I may
Thank you for
extend
your valuable input. I would like to answer further Anand Kumari, a very valuable question she has asked, and that is regarding the biggest challenge what our organization is facing. A lot of new clubs we are starting, many new members we are inviting, but the retention is a big problem. And for that, I really appreciate Lions International, the kind of training programs they have come forward with, and that is the member satisfaction. I mentioned during my session that exit interview, what they were doing few years back, they have collected the data. What are the reasons, globally, what are those reasons for which the members are leaving? And on that, this member satisfaction, this module has been prepared. Please visit our website, Lion Anand Kumari. You will get all the methods and all the ideas regarding this retention of the clubs or the members. Here you can involve the club extension chairperson and the guiding line, zone chairperson or a region chairperson, and if required, second or the first vice governor, and a good trainer, effective trainer. With that, with the help of these members, you can conduct that program wherever there is needed. And I'm sure that will give a valuable solution or to overcome this retention challenge. So member satisfaction is the best. You remember a few years back, the name was given was a retention. We were talking about retention chairperson in the membership, but now the name is changed. Now it's a member satisfaction. So positive. Just imagine, means our focus has to be on the satisfaction of the member, and to know that to do that satisfaction, you come to know the needs of the members. And those needs are mentioned in that module. And if you do that, I think you will get the 100%. Thank you, Anand Kumari.
Thank you, Dr. Jyoti. I think
Yes, Raju Manwani, sir, I think they want to.
No, I just wanted to add to Jyoti ji about this one to reply to madam that your meetings, regular meetings,
yeah, that
has
is
to be
what the
very
needs
short,
are.
sweet, and crispy.
Yes.
Without, very honestly, I mean, in our club, we don't do the dice. We don't put the introduction or fool, mala, and shawl, and coconut, and all these things, introduction. We are on the auto mode, Jyoti ji. And believe me, the way we are maintaining our club and members from years and years, they don't need now such kind of the repetition speeches, what Jyoti ji is giving, Raju is giving, or Naga sir is giving. I mean, like we are having the very cut short. I mean, making the short, sweet, and crispy meeting also make a difference a lot to continue the membership in your club.
Yes, I agree. And that is what member satisfaction, they have given that. 5 stages. It's about meetings. It's about the kind of service activities you are taking, the kind of culture you are developing in your club, the kind of protocol you are following, everything. And that is the reason your club, your way, that module is there. So whatever is needs of that local club, accordingly, they can develop, and they can conduct overall administration activities in that club.
Agreed.
Thank you, Rajesh.
Yeah, if I may extend what our chief guest Raju Manwani ji said in a lighter vein, if Dr. Jyoti is following it at home, I may just extend that example. So if Dr. Jyoti asked Dr. Anil what would you like to have tomorrow for breakfast is needs analysis. Or if she prepares something and thrusts it at him, it's no needs analysis. So getting some kind of organizing a kind of a survey, knowing what people want, and of course, curating it. It's not just because people want it, you offer it, but you curate it, and
That's
then
right.
you put it in the right format, and then you present it to the people who need it. That's, I mean, the real purpose of needs analysis.
On a lighter vein, Dr. Anil does the needs assessment, for you every time.
Good. That's good. Yeah.
Good.
The next question, please. We have another 4 or 5 minutes. We can have 1 or 2 more questions. Dr. Anil raised his hand again and then he dropped it, I think. Dr. Sakib.
Sakib, yes, Sakib.
Hello, everybody. Thank you.
Good evening,
Dr.
Sakib bhai.
Toshniwal.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening. Such a nice presentation from you, as expected.
Thank you.
And today, Raju sir asked me to join and gave me a personal message, and I definitely gave him the promise that I will definitely be with you. Thank you for a very nice presentation. Although my question is not very much related to the topic, but I think I need to ask the question. What consideration we have to take when we find out that a gap is there in the integrity of the member, or something like that, or the people are not very committed with the Lionism. That is day-to-day happening is there. If such a need is being aroused, what kind of training will be needing for that? Thank you.
I feel this is a problem, the lack of integrity or a commitment. Here you can use the problem solving module, where you go the 5 steps down and you get the reason why that integrity is less, why that commitment is less, and you will get the reason, and that need you can fulfill it. That's what it's very simple for me.
Thank you very much. Thank you, all of you, especially our chief guest, Dr. Raju Manwani, who has given us time this evening and has spent the entire time with us, I thought, because of his commitments. Because actually, I've been inviting him for the last 3 or 4 programs. Every time I invited him, he has been away on some of the commitment. So luckily, I got his time now. So thank you very much for spending time with us and then giving us that message and also answering some of the questions. Thank you, Dr. Jyoti. This has been a wonderful presentation on this topic. I am sure this has given us lots of insights and then lots of useful information. And I'm sure everyone who has attended this has benefited. The next presentation will be on December 21st. It will be done by Dr. Balbir Singh Sahni. And then the topic is the art of apologizing. I am sure this is going to be one more very interesting topic, and I'm sure everyone is going to benefit from that presentation. I invite all of you to join us the next time. So thank you and good night. So I'll keep this Zoom